Metal music is a perfect medium for expressing emotions, and black metal in particular excels in this regard. Over the years, the genre has evolved from its raw, dark roots into an art form with diverse subgenres like post-black metal. Enter Harakiri for the Sky and their latest album, Scorched Earth. So for those of you who are new to my channel, it's called JC Rock and Metal Reviews because I originally intended this channel to cover rock and metal, meaning the big bands, everything from Led Zeppelin to Metallica. But over the years, I started to expand my horizon and listen to more extreme genres. So when it comes to black metal, I still consider myself to be somewhat of a newbie. In other words, I'm kind of picky when it comes to this genre. I have eased into it over the years, and I did this by listening to black metal bands that were mixed with other types of music. So I prefer bands like this, and I'm still not ready to start listening to Mayhem and Burzum, but maybe someday I will. But this brings me to Scorched Earth. This is an album that tackles many different feelings, from despair and existential struggles, loss and isolation, and the main subject matter of the album title, the collapse of society. Let's take the album cover, for example. It shows animals fleeing a burning city and forest. Also strange, it was made before the LA fires, so it can even be considered to be somewhat prophetic. But the album cover is one of the better ones that I've seen lately. It's not some AI that was made with one prompt. It looks like it was hand-painted or maybe painted digitally. But anyway, according to the band, they wanted to use the color purple this time as it was their first time using that color. But let me get into the album. First, I'm going to talk about the singles and then the music videos. The first single was Keep Me Longing. This started off with a soft and atmospheric instrumental section with acoustic guitars and piano. But then it went into a black metal sound with fast-paced blast beats, but they maintained the atmospheric instrumental sections. They went back and forth between the heavy and light sections. The vocals were harsh, but they were understandable. Song lyrics were emotional. They appear to be about someone experiencing heartbreak. Soft instrumental sections were mixed with heavy black metal sections, so to keep things interesting throughout the 10-minute runtime. This band knows how to create these beautiful soundscapes that can be heard behind the aggressive delivery of the vocals. It was a good song, heavy enough to be black metal, but also very different. The music video showed lots of different architecture, but when the heavy part begins, you see this man smashing a TV with a hammer. I guess it's trying to convey the emotional state of the person as it goes back and forth between him sitting in the snowy mountains and being inside while he is singing, or he has this plastic bag over his head. I guess it's meant to convey the feeling of being trapped in the feeling he's experiencing. As the song progresses, the scenes of him singing get more graphic with blood and stuff like that. The next single was a cover of Radiohead's Street Spirit. This was a pretty faithful cover, also one of my favorite Radiohead songs. They add a little bit of an atmospheric black metal sound to it. There were screams in the background, but the vocals were similar to the original. The song actually works well as a post-black metal song. The song features another black metal band named Grossa, and the clean vocals are from the vocalist of Grossa, who goes by the name of PG. The next single was Heal Me, and featured another black metal band called Austeri. This was a song, had a soft instrumental section with very heavy vocals. They seem to make it sound very good. The song is a typical black metal elements like blast beats and tremolo pick guitar riffs. The song also melodies sound like some type of folk music. The frequent changes keeps the song engaging, and another good one that had a very emotional vocal delivery. The lyrics appear to be about someone experiencing extreme depression and grief. The music video shows a man who seems to be at the end of his rope, literally and figuratively. From watching the music video, it appears to be about a man who went out drinking with his best friend, and they have an accident and the friend dies. So then this man must live with the grief. So they show images of him in a forest looking at ropes in the form of a noose, and other images of him inside a prison where he's clutching broken glass. That's my interpretation of it, so it might have a different meaning. The last single was Cold. With Autumn I'll Surrender. This one had a very melodic intro, but they brought in the black metal elements quickly. It was another song that had the beautiful soundscapes. They were played behind the more aggressive black metal sounds. The lyrics were very sad and depressing. They addressed various issues. I like the fact that the song incorporates these folk melodies into the sound. I think this song has some of the best drumming as well. There were even sections where they had isolated drums with the vocals. It was another good one. The music video was also very well made. It shows this old man who's painting a portrait of a young woman. They show some flashback scenes with him and his young wife or girlfriend, and it appears they are Jews in World War II. They're walking down the street and they see some fighter planes overhead. One of the planes drops a bomb on the building and the girl gets hit with some falling debris. At first it appears she just cut her hand. They run for cover, they hide in the basement of an old building. As the young man goes to look at the window to see if it's safe to leave, he sees the girl lying in a corner. He goes to check on her and she's dead. He finds out she was also hit in the head, but she covered her wound with her hat. So the old man who was painting the portrait is the young boy who is remembering this tragedy. Now let me talk about the album tracks. The first album cut was called Without You, I'm Just a Sad Song. This one started off like a folk rock song, but once the vocals came in, it sounded like black metal. The song alternates between the softer melodic sections and the harsh black metal style vocals. The song had a lot of emotion, especially in the vocals. As for the guitars, you can hear some tremolo-picked guitar riffs in some sections, and I felt they were more on the melodic side. The song also had sections where they had straightforward black metal sound, and you can see this band likes to add a lot to the songs, as most of them have 9 to 10 minute run times. Next song is called No Graves But to See. I thought the intro was pretty cool. It was thick and dense but melodic at the same time. I also thought they were trying to incorporate some faster rhythms in the song. Song features lots of aggressive screams as well as a lot of emotion in the vocals. I like the part where they had these isolated guitars using a clean tone and they were strumming chords. They did some interesting things with the guitars in the song. They used some straightforward guitar chords that are not usually used in black metal. The next album track was called I Was Just Another Promise That You Couldn't Keep. And as you can see, a lot of these songs have a running theme of heartbreak and sadness. This one had some alternative rock vibes in the beginning, but the screaming vocal style made it sound more typical of this band. Like most of the other songs, there were moments it was just softer keyboards, but they would bring in the black metal sounds right back into the song. The song also had some pretty cool blast beats, but not everything was heavy. There are also softer, more atmospheric sections throughout the long runtime. Last song is called Too Late for Goodbyes. The song features Serena Cherry. She is the singer of the band Svalbard. She does some cleaner vocals in one part of the song. The song had a sound that was in line with most of the other songs on the album. There were softer sections as well as the harder black metal style instrumental sections. There's another bonus track called Elysian Fields, which features Daniel Lang from a band called Backwards Charm. I'm pretty sure he does the clean vocals on the song. It's more of a laid-back and relaxing song. Also interesting that this band, Backwards Charm, is a shoegaze band. I'm not sure if it's a cover song. I don't think it is. At first I was expecting it to be the Megadeth cover, but it's not that. The song is completely different. It's more of a shoegaze type of song. In conclusion, Scorched Earth is a solid addition to Harakiri for the Sky's discography. Stays true to their signature sound while offering emotional depth and accessibility for newcomers to black metal. While the album's dense textures require a few listens to fully appreciate, definitely worth the time. I rate it 8 out of 10 and looking forward to revisiting it. In the meantime, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Please give the video a like. Helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you're not already. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.